you so bummed out? What's wrong? You got to work with Kokichi, aren't you happy? What, do you just think suicides are boring? I remember in the first game, when Sakura committed suicide, Monokuma was like, yeah, Snore, okay, you figured it out, we're done here. I guess the suicide, I mean, the only... He enjoyed, Nagito's Komedo, whatever, in, the second game. That was a very intricate one, and he got to kill somebody he really wanted to kill. But maybe this time he's just bored because it's, he doesn't get to execute anyone?
And another thing. Yeah?
Lack of hibernation.
Ah! Really?
Sweet dreams. Poor guy. Alright, now let's start suspecting some people.
My head! Monotaro! Pull yourself together! I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't.
No.
My head! My head hurts so much, I just can't remember. If you've forgotten, maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves.
Right now,
After all,
you're on the
our
threshold
baby
of
is
amazing
excited to meet his
adventure.
daddy. Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Okay. So...
What
Moving
a
on from
colossal
that.
death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
Okay. So even though the wall was there, she still... And yeah, we heard all that stuff, and it looks like she died on that side. She still definitely visited our side, because the cosplayer saw her. And I guess the tape was used on that side or something? Or not the tape, the toilet paper. Whatever.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions.
Why was there toilet paper in this world? She should have taken that out. It's not like the avatars need to go to the bathroom. That fool. She was deleting all the dangerous objects. She didn't even realize. Well, whatever. Anyway.
So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
Maybe she left it in because it was her backup plan. Maybe she was gonna strangle somebody, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Well, get over it. He's doing fine.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion.
Yes, yes.
And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Yeah, whoops, my hand slipped. Are we really gonna flash back to it? No, right? What's it loading? Oh no, really? Whoops, my hand slipped. Oh my god. This is like the third flashback for this.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop. After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Okay.
problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
Yeah. And if somebody killed her on this side, how'd she end up on the other side of the wall? It's not like the rest of us knew about her wall situation, so they couldn't have just thrown her over to the chapel wall, could they? Did she, like, slide off the roof through the wall she made and then, like, hit the chapel wall? I don't know. What a mess.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Yeah, but you don't have evidence.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Miu did it. If Miu did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan.
Well, from what we have confirmed, the last people that we know were on the roof was Kaito. After that, yeah, maybe Miu and a culprit, but maybe Kaito locked it. I'm still considering the possibility that he, you know, I don't want to just believe in him. Going to take a nap and not noticing anything because you're just not paying attention is so stupid. I'm not gonna blindly believe in that.
She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Yep.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
He was smart, but he was also really, really dumb.
No say such mean things.
Yeah.
Killing game bad. Not Miu. Miu not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
I don't know.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Oh, come on. She wasn't that bad.
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Miu was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Miu's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
But how would they know her secrets?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
I mean, Kokichi with this card key thing hasn't even come up yet. Does the card key, like, allow him to scan the computer and see what changes she made or something?
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Only Miu was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Miu's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
Well, if that's true, and it didn't somehow slip over there, then it kind of seems like the only one who could have done it is Kokichi, because he's the only one that could have possibly, and I'm not even saying, like, guaranteed that he knows, I'm saying he's the only one that even has a chance of knowing this trick. The rest of us have no clue, like, wall, object, what?
But how did the culprit send Miu's avatar through the wall?
I mean, you could have just thrown it if you knew the secret.
I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Why not?
Don't not throw her!
We're all strong. We're all
We
equally
know.
strong.
You couldn't because the Avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized?
So we couldn't even lift her because we're the same weight?
That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
I know, right?
How did they send Miu's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound.
Yeah, the loud sound.
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Well, yeah, but... I don't remember the lattice being broken, but that sound is distinctly, to me at least, sounds like wood breaking. Okay, guess not. What is a lattice? It just looks like a wood... It's like a wood thing. Let me look. I guess I'm not allowed to look at my evidence. Hello? No, I'm not allowed to look. Okay. Can I look now? Let me look at the... forget it. Fine. Okay.
Oh no! We can't let it.
Colossal death flag.
Oh my god,
importantly,
all the
let's
way back
continue-
here? Sounded like wood breaking to me, but alright.
That's it.
That's it! I guess her body bumped
I think the
into
sound
wood?
came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall.
Is the chapel wall woodish? I don't. It sounds like a woody sound.
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise.
Is the lattice? Is that? I don't. What is a lattice? Is that like maybe that was on the chapel wall and that's what she like bumped into?
Ruling those out,
No, I
the
don't
only
know.
other explanation is that
Yeah.
If that's the case, Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard.
I suppose.
He felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question.
How could somebody have launched it that hard? And how would they
Mew's
know to have
avatar
done that?
probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Can you?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now.
Okay.
More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
Gosh, he said he was gonna believe in everybody. Believe in him, whatever.
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
you what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right?
Okay, so she did slide. That's what you're trying to tell me?
Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope, and the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
Okay.
If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Okay. He just told us the answer. No! I don't know how to... Slid. Hey! Hey you! It's been a while. I think in every game, Hangman's Gambit is my least favorite mode. Because you figure out the answer, like, super early into it. I mean, you're supposed to, it seems. And then you just have to keep clicking until you spell the stupid stuff out. Just a waste of time.
The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
Yeah, he told us that.
Slide? Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
but the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Who's Shumai?
Who the hell is Shumai?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man.
Sorry, my hobby's slipped in.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they had some kind of sled.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Sure.
Well, duh, it would.
If it made that much noise, it must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. Not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
In the real
Too
world,
slow.
it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
It's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
Well, I'd love to agree
There
with
was
that.
nothing like that around me. That's wrong!
Man, this Kokichi guy is really getting me to upset Kaito and be his friend instead.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Miu's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Miu's avatar?
What the hell is a
The
lattice?
culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof.
I think they said it's like a welcome mat made out of wood or something. Anyway,
I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked,
ah, so that's what was missing. Okay.
but during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Yeah, I know. I just told you that.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct! After the culprit killed Miu on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
Okay, but they would have had to have known that about the wall situation, the wall secret.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
Okay, well, still seems like only Kokichi would have known about
The
it.
impact made all of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
But I would still stick to the idea that he's not stupid enough to become a Blackened. He just wants to survive this thing. So somehow he avoided getting killed by Miu and somehow spooked her. No, because even spooking her would make him the killer. He had to have not done anything. He had to have, not even self-defense. He had to have just dodged the attacks, and then she would have fell or hit herself with the hammer, or I don't know what, but she had to have killed herself somehow. And then he could move the body and whatever. This has to be a suicide somehow, but Kokichi has to have known about stuff. I think, yeah, I'm still sticking to that. It seems like that's the most logical answer. I hope this chapter, it ends with some logic. I believe in this game. I'm still having a good time, even though I hate Hangman's Gambit and stuff.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
Who?
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
I got no idea who they're talking about.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. Yeah, that'd be an example to our new family.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're...
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you grandfather now?
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion. Aside from Mew, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Tsumugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
What about you?
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Ooh, you got me.
Well, I know the cosplayer and I have alibis for each other. I think Kaito was logged out before, but that's not confirmed. So maybe he wasn't. And, but how would he know about the wall trick? Maybe the culprit wasn't using the wall trick, they just decided that sliding her would be the best idea for no reason because they're stupid. Well, then maybe Gonta did it. I mean, does Gonta have it? I'm pretty sure Kokichi's alone, and he has no alibi and whatever. But that also means that Gonta's alone, right? Because who was he hanging out with? I didn't even remember that he was... Yeah, I guess... Yeah, he was with the... He was at the mansion with us. He wasn't at the chapel. Okay. Yeah, I know who lied about going to the... Whoops.
It's you! Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Well, I suppose the reason he lied is so that we could focus on solving everything else first.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
Oh, come on. Alright. It could be this one or the locked roof, because I don't think the roof was locked. I think he lied about it being locked. I see it! Okay. Yeah, they're both lies. I just didn't want another one of those situations where I present them on a Kuma file and I'm correct, and then it tells me I'm wrong and I gotta present the killing virtual world thing. Okay. When you were explaining that.
But later, you said. That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
Yeah.
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Huh? What?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
I don't think so.
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Was it my fault?
Little audio.
Himiko really say that?
I don't remember.
She totally said that.
No, she didn't.
She did.
She did not.
She did too.
Ooh, sounds like we need to do a scrum debate.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
Stop it, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
Yuck.
I'm not gonna apologize, because Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
What do you want to lie? Alright, I guess that's about any clue I need to start lying. Let's lie about it.
I didn't go to the roof.
Okay. I saw you there.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
It's not locked.
Kokichi do it.
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
I don't think so.
I always know the truth.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi? So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Probably Shuichi. I mean, even you've been sucking his peen this whole trial, talking about how useful
Well, of
he
course
is.
I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
Aw.
100 house points. No, Himiko points to Shuichi.
But there was no reason for him to be this stubborn. So this was just a trap for us to lie, and now he'll expose our lie, and now everyone will hate us. Except Kaito, and that'll get us to like him again. Something, I don't know.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room.
Oh, you.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
Well, you zone out a lot, so you were probably just thinking about one of your cosplays or something.
Oh well, I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Sorry, but going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No, he didn't just meet her there. Probably.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Okay. I'll consider it whatever you
Revenge?
want. Let's just move ahead, please.
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
What fun! You were. It wasn't going anywhere. You were like, I didn't. And they were like, you did. And he's like, I didn't. You just want to do that for 30 minutes? Come on.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Yes. A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too. so I decided to pry some info out of her.
I'm just really interested in that confessing bar on top. What's up with that? That's new, right?
She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock.
And that's also how you found out about her secret wall, maybe?
Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
Oh, you're gonna admit to this, too?
You work together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting.
So why are you so bored?
It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
We already got them. It was the card key. I still need to figure out what this card key was used for. Let's not move ahead too quickly.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Sorry, but I don't know what quid pro quo means.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you, I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge.
It's not a very good one. I'm fine. I think my favorite part of the game is just reading and theorizing. The less Hangman's Gambit I gotta do, the better.
Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
Okay.
What? Huh? What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
It's possible.
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta?
No, it's like I said. If Kokichi could trick him by putting Mew in like a bag or something. I mean, I don't think that's the method he went with, but just for example. Yeah, like I said well, it feels like a while ago. But yeah, I mean, for me it was like almost a week ago. But, yeah, put Mew in a bag. Hey, Gonta, can you tie this real tight? And then he accidentally does it, and he's the blackened. Ta-da! That's totally possible. I mean, that's just an example. There's no bag found on the premises, of course. But yeah, Gonta doesn't have any alibi or anything, so Kokichi totally could have tricked him into it.
Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now!
Yeah, don't interrupt him. Let him explain himself.
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game.
Well, I don't know about that.
As the Killing Game Busters!
What Busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
Oh, your idea was to be the last two surviving?
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
What? Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
'Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
I think that's a fair analysis.
Not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime!
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out! Told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
Doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
Well, I don't like that. That's pretty stupid.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
I agree.
What?
Going to not understand what's going on. But still, going to not kill Mew. Going to really not know anything.
No, I know, buddy, but you could have gotten tricked. Consider that.
And also, going to not tell lies. And going to not make trouble for others.
Just let us know if he, if Kokichi gave you any weird suggestions. That's all I need from you right now.
'Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
Oh, he's not
I
lying,
already used
but...
my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
Well, obviously gonna say you. But, man, y'all love to bandwagon, huh?
You, of course!
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
Let's hear it. I would love to see some evidence, dude. I mean, I assume he's just gonna bring up that if she touches him, then he freezes. Yeah, there we go.
I am not the culprit.
What's Avatar?
Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
Loved his music.
You got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
Well,
You
we're all
talking about the
same
strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
I am
Not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed. Mew was strangled to death, right? Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right?
Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You're talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind. In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit. Exactly, she couldn't struggle much.
So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
Got it.
That's wrong!
Okay.
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
How smart.
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting.
And he knew that, but he didn't change it because he wanted to... Well, he doesn't want to be the Blackened anyway. He needed to use Gonta. Or, like, I mean, it could just... I was considering a suicide thing, but maybe it's not so easy to get her to jump off a roof by accident or whatever. So to be more sure... Well, how did he get Mew into... I mean, I don't see a bag anywhere. Because he could have got the toilet paper and was like, hey, Gonta, can you tie it up real tight? Shoot, I can't...
couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Yep.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait, what if it was something besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaito is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so
Can you
much.
just tell me how you tricked him and then we can vote and everything? And I'm fine with killing Gonta. It's just like, why are you stalling so much?
no! Gonta not kill Mew!
Is it like just for gameplay? Because like we figured it out. We know the truth. Let's get on with it.
It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
Yeah, not on purpose.
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
No, I gotta take another look. I just noticed the smear on Kyo's.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
There's point in talking about it. You wanna die?
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
Oh, are we gonna do a scrum thing?
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
People who like logic versus people who blindly believe?
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
How cute.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit.
Oh, get over it. Come on.
Please, believe Gonta.
No.
We might as well discuss it.
Thank you.
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime.
Look at his little smile.
Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants.
So what? If there's evidence against it, we'll talk about it and we'll figure it out. Just, gee, don't be such a coward.
He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
But...
One Truth Special!
Here we go.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now. So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal programs!
It's my favorite.
So we're gonna do that again?
Yeah.
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand?
Oh, get over it.
You're my sidekick, aren't you?
No.
Kaito.
Being such a puss. Come on. We're just gonna talk about it. If there's evidence against it, we'll figure it out. Freaking jeez. Don't be such an idiot. What else was I gonna... I feel like I was gonna... go into the... Oh, no, the Kyo thing? Whatever. Figure it out later. This is taking a little bit of a while. I don't know if I'll edit to just fast forward this or because the movie. Okay. Wow, Maki, you're not even on my side?
Yuichi, are you saying that Gota is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Yeah, that's all.
He's such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh.
Kokichi, don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
Yep.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi, I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Mew.
Kibo! That is impossible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gota not kill Mew! Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Okay, which one? Oh. Which one? Oh, got it. Nice. Aww.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
Yeah, that was cool how they kind of put us on the evil side, though, because it is very possible. I mean, Kokichi. I think that secret writing is gonna say Kokichi Oma at the bottom. I guess he's not directly related to Monokuma, unless it's one of those weird twists that I've already seen that I don't really like, where it's just the killer inserts themselves, but like their memory is at a point where they don't remember setting all this up. So maybe he is more closely related to Monokuma than even he realizes. But, I don't know. At the very least, he's evil. He loves talking about how evil he is. And his evil organization might be in charge of, faking our deaths and kidnapping us or something. Anyway, whatever. And then the robot is a robot and could have been built by Monokuma and stuff. Sorry, is that robophobic?
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
Oh my god, are you all this dense? He doesn't have to be lying. He could just not know.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically.
He's not a liar. I don't think he's
Only
lying.
then will they reveal their true self as a liar. Hiding, but that's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this!
Yeah, boo-hoo.
Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Oh, he has no idea what's going on.
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
Oh, come on.
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't.
But Gonta really not know.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know. God, why are you so dumb?
Oh, hey.
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Okay.
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right?
Sorry.
You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
Hey, what the... He's doing his stupid manipulation garbage, but it's so weak. You guys gang up on me, even though I spout all this stuff about being the evil supreme leader, boo boo boo. Poor me, weh.
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it!
Hmm? Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Wait. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Maki, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault. Everyone's so upset.
They really want me to cry over this guy, huh?
Gonta telling truth! Gonta really not culprit! Does Gonta not know anything? Really?
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
That's it!
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
I mean, he wouldn't understand this, but let me look at the other things.
This is it! When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
An avatar user error?
Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first. But I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
I don't know, fucking... Oh, memory? Memory... whatever. God damn it. How is this fun? Memory... How do you spell memory? Memo? Okay. So him and this Monocub are... What do you want me to say? Memory glitch, memory issue, memory... what four-letter word? Memory loss. Okay. Well then, he should have been saying, oh, I don't know, maybe I killed her, I can't remember anything.
I see now.
Oh! I like that they
I
got
believe
the-
it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
some of that, original Danganronpa theme in there. Anyway, whatever.
Huh? He doesn't remember.
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
That's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What? That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Okay, so, now that that's confirmed, can Kokichi please just tell us how he tricked him into doing it?
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
There's nothing for Gonta to admit. He doesn't remember.
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone!
No way Gonta's the
You're
culprit!
Gonta never hurt anyone!
Remember because
Doesn't remember
Gonta wants to keep everyone safe!
What do I do when— oh, I just keep
never kill a friend.
Gonta is gentlemen! Gentlemen, protect friends!
when everyone was yelling at each other, especially Kokichi, all that voice acting was very impressive. Oh my gosh, he's so desperate. Everyone's doing a great job.
Gonta never hurt anyone! Gonta wants to keep everyone safe!
You did it, but you don't remember
Never
them,
kill a
right?
friend.
Gonta is gentlemen! Gentlemen, protect friends!
Your eyes aren't protecting anyone.
Gonta not lying!
I'm not seeing anywhere that there was no glitch, but there was, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So you're telling me
Device destruction.
he doesn't remember a thing about the virtual world?
You did it, but you don't remember
Never
them,
kill a
right?
friend.
Gonta walked in around the same time as Kokichi.
Gentlemen, protect
It
friends!
should have
That
affected
doesn't
all of
prove
us.
that there's a
Your eyes
glitch.
aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all okay,
Gonta not lying!
that means there was no glitch.
Swear! Please believe
Oh
Gonta!
my god, poor baby. Just execute him already, it's fine. I'm not gonna have feelings about
Gonta
this.
never hurt anyone!
But what the hell do you want me to say? I know he messed this up, but what confirms it? Do you want me to just shove this at Kaito's thing about not being a glitch? Alright, I will.
Gonta wants to keep
I'll try
everyone
that.
safe! Swear! Please believe Gonta!
Got it!
I heard it.
I heard it! I'll get through this and then I'll cry about
Cause of
Gonta
the error
later.
that affected Gonta's avatar
I don't think I'm gonna cry over him. I'm tough.
is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
It is pretty sad. Poor guy.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What?
Aww. You're shook, huh?
Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
I don't think he holds chopsticks.
Oh, but Gonta holds chopsticks with this hand.
Oops.
That's your left hand!
What?
Looks like it's decided.
Well, we still— just admit how you tricked him.
What? Decided.
Ah, so this is what he asked about an even vote. Maybe. Because it's still just— okay. Nice! I was wondering if there would be 2 equally possible opportunities, and it looks like— well, evidence that Mew, if she touched Kokichi, he would freeze, is really helpful evidence for him. And poor Gonta can't even fight back because he don't remember nothing. So it's actually more likely that Gonta did it. But it's possible that Kokichi figured out a way, like maybe if she got knocked out first and then, I don't know, but like, yeah, it's possible. But not as likely, but I mean, why would Gonta do it unless somebody tricked him? Kokichi had to have. It's the only way. Kokichi had to have tricked him into doing it. So can he just admit how he tricked him and we can get to the execution already?
He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
No.
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No, it can't be.
Poor guy.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
They're really... What, you really want me to cry?
That's enough, Gonta.
Do your
We
best.
already know.
I'm stronger than that.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew! What? Why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept this! And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew!
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you!
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
No.
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Duh.
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Tricked.
Hold on! That hasn't been decided yet!
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit
Oh
already!
my gosh, why don't you just explain how you tricked him and then we can do that?
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial.
I suppose it's entertaining for him to watch us all squirm.
Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
You know, if we just rush to voting, you'll die too.
Impossible? Why?
You need to explain yourself.
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination.
It would be a very sad but funny ending if we voted and we got it wrong and Gonta is the only one who gets to live and he cries about how all of us are dead.
Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
I'm annoyed with you. Just explain how you tricked him, please. Wasting
Because
my
if
time.
you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right?
You'll die too, hello?
And you don't want that, do you?
Do you want that?
Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit!
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
I don't know, man. It feels like at this point, we're gonna execute Gonta, and then Kokichi's gonna do like a little dance and be like, wow, the killing game. No, he'll probably be like, I don't want to do it anymore again, wah! And then Kaito's gonna kill him, and then we'll just go right back into the trial, and we'll be like, yeah, so we all saw how Kaito ripped Kokichi's throat out. Sorry, Kaito, you're also getting executed.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
That's a good, yeah, I agree. They probably would bandwagon bully you again.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list. And you know why, right?
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Miu logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right?
Like, did Mew also expect that idiot to just go take a nap? 'Cause that's mighty stupid. Did she not think there was a possibility he would have stayed and seen Kokichi die and been like, whoa? But I guess she wouldn't care if he did, because nobody would believe him, because she planted the poison. Or whatever. I don't think her plan was fully thought through, but I guess she didn't care what Kaito did, because nobody would believe him anyway.
Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Miu's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
Oh, that's fine.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off.
We have alibis for each other.
But what's the reason for that?
Oh. Well, if we're gonna continue my lie
Samugi and
about
I
how
are
I went to
witnesses
check
to
on
each
you...
other's alibis.
I mean, but hey, wait a minute. We opened up a possibility. I mean, I can just admit that I was lying right now. But, we are running in the canon that I left for a minute to check on Kokichi, so in reality, I should still be a suspect. But no, we really did stay there and see each other, so it's fine. I can cross her
Both
off
of
the
you
list.
heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down.
Oh, that's true too, yeah.
Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Yeah, if he gets touched, then he has to freeze.
If Mew touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again?
Yeah.
Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
That is possible. Oh yeah, I gotta look at this. What is up with the marking? It says 9 on it? Or is that just random? Sorry, buddy. We'll remember you.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for.
I still think that there's a possibility that Kokichi just figured out a weird way to kill her. No, that's not possible. The death was definitely strangulation. He just tricked Gonta into doing it. By maybe tying a bag real tight. Yeah, I can't really consider that possibility. I'm trying to think like, well, we don't know. Maybe he like found a big stick and held it against her throat far away. But yeah, probably not. He used Gonta as the murder weapon.
The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies! Mew Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything. So, oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Not the kind of person who kill on purpose.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to
You want proof? I've got your proof.
Let's see some proof.
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Next to the tape.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Mew's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
It's a good attempt at proof. Finally. Good try, you know.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall
shot,
to get
Kaito.
outside the mansion from the roof.
You really couldn't have just jumped down? I know he's not super strong, but is it even that big of a height? You wouldn't die, right?
Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
And maybe he jumped off the roof.
Not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Okay, so it was pretty high.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right?
Good point. Good
Gonta
job.
was the culprit. There's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Way better than all this believing in each other crap.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
No, that's wrong.
What?
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Oh my god, idiot.
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick?
No,
Kaito.
I'm not your stupid sidekick.
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
Go ahead and try. Oh.
I never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
It ends here!
Damn it!
There you go.
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion.
If you're gonna be a baby like this all game, I don't want to be friends with you anymore, dude.
That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
Toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Mew's body. It was outside the mansion.
Hold
That's
on.
pretty smart.
If they used the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to. I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied.
What?
Whoops. There you go.
There!
Didn't do a very good job investigating.
The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it. And then used the doubled-up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea.
Well, if you really didn't trick him, then you must have had some great information to convince him to do it.
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
Guess so.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
Oh man, do I have to do like a closing argument thing? That argument-amament thing is enough of a finale. Ah, just pick one.
That... it's...
Poor guy. Oh well.
So, it's true. Gonta really killed Mew.
Well, we're still not super duper sure, but yeah, yes.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta.
He can't. He wasn't there. He doesn't remember.
Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
Okay.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop. I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me.
Okay.
Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
Okay.
Alright. If I don't have anything to say, I might just fast forward through this too, because we already... Man. I already had to click all those buttons. The music here is cool and everything, and the art and stuff, but alright, fine. How do I do this again? Hours left for the mansion. Her hand slipped. Whoops, my hand slipped. I remember that one.
This is the truth of the case!
Okay, well, let me just get
The
through
case
this.
began after being convinced.
I'm just gonna...
To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device.
Poor Gonza.
So, we all plug those cords. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar.
Yeah, you know what? I guess I should listen to this just in case I have any residual questions. And like, but what about this? And then they answered it already.
As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world.
Yeah. How unfortunate. At least it didn't just
It's possible
kill him right off
that
the
this
bat.
had an effect on their avatar's personality as well.
Really? I mean, yeah, I guess the consciousness would have been different, maybe.
Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one.
Good theory, yeah. Aw.
Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison and placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned.
Pretty dumb.
Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world
Dud.
was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world.
Right off the bat, bad plan, because he wouldn't have bloodshot eyes and stuff. How are you gonna give him bloodshot eyes with a hammer? You're just gonna bash his virtual eyes? Would that affect
After
his
we had
senses?
all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses.
Yeah, I guess you could just touch him and freeze him and then bash his eyes with a hammer, and then his real eyes would feel like ouch, and they would send blood there or something. But what about this hemorrhaging thing? Well, I don't even fully understand that. I guess she could have done it with a hammer.
She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world.
Yup.
However, one of us was able to see through her scheme.
Her scheme.
The very person Mew was trying to kill. Kokichi.
Kokichi. It's him. That guy.
Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case.
What's a patsy? Oh, poor guy.
Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel.
Yeah. We did.
Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world.
Was it even in there? Could we have actually found it? Or was that just a
Kaito,
lie?
Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion,
I guess it was a lie.
while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel.
So, I still don't know what the card key
Splitting
was
us
for.
up was also part of Mew's plan.
Did Kokichi somehow use the card key to mind control Gonta into helping him?
At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside.
Or was the card key just for scanning into the computer and seeing all the changes that Mew made? I don't fully understand. I hope I didn't miss it. No, I don't think so.
She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion.
Whoops! My hand slipped.
Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river.
So her plan was for
This
us
was
to go
to
to the
trick us into
trial.
thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel.
We were gonna go to a trial, and she's gonna be like, the poison was on Kokichi's chair, so Kaito must have done it. And everyone's like, yeah. What was with that hand slipping shit, though? That was mad weird.
At the time, we got nothing.
And she'll
up.
be like, my
It
hand
was
slipped,
just
it's
another
fine,
one of
whatever,
Mew's
forget
pranks.
it. Jeez, another one of Mew's pranks. Oh, her classic pranks. Her classic bridge
That's
destroying
why we
pranks.
continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside
Oh boy,
world.
another one of Mew's classic pranks. What a prankster she is.
We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues.
Yeah, we did.
Kokichi searched the salon.
Did he?
Kaito searched the roof.
I never even got to go to the salon. What is the salon?
Tsumugi searched the dining room.
Oh, that's the place where we log out? That's called the salon? Okay.
I searched the kitchen.
What's it called the salon?
And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion.
Okay. That was
Around
so
that
cute.
time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel.
Oh my gosh, the way she waddled like that was so cute. And no, you're not allowed to leave footprints. That's a little error. Well, maybe they just did that as a little visual indicator to tell you, like, she's walking. It didn't leave any footprints. It looks blank there.
She
Not
passed
an
through
error.
the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi.
I love snow. Oh my god, the way
You
she
see,
waddled.
the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself.
Yeah.
This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through.
That's right.
And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through.
Yeah.
Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log.
Yeah.
It was Kaito who was on a roof at the time.
Oh no.
The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious. But her plan didn't go smoothly. Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew.
The toilet paper. Yeah.
While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
Hey, wait a minute. But she's an object. She should be unbreakable too. Oh well. Her senses are still connected to her real world or whatever.
Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof.
Hey! No, it just reminds me, I don't know. The way that he's easily able to convince / maybe even mind control Gonta reminds me of how Junko did that shit a lot.
He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit
Hey.
then took the lattice from the storage
The
room.
lattice. It also reminds me, throughout this game, I was like, oh wow, the first blood perk or whatever, and like, oh wow, the, 2 killers thing and 1 getting away situation. And multiple times I'm just like, hey, wow, this could lead to a situation where we have a confirmed killer hanging out with us, but we can't really do anything about it because if we kill them first, then we get executed. Even if in self-defense, we get executed. I guess we have to put him in a cage or like try to get him to commit suicide or something, but like, yeah, wow. Looks like I'm finally gonna get that potential that I wanted. We're gonna have a confirmed killer hanging out with us in Kokichi.
And placed Mew's body on top, along with the hammer and the cell phone. The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope.
I mean, I thought they put the cell phone and hammer in her pockets. Keeping it on top of her, it's kind of miraculous they didn't fall off, huh? Nah, maybe this is the visual aid to show you that she's got it.
With a body on top of it, the lattice became a
Yeah. clunk.
It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel.
And her skull didn't break because objects are unbreakable.
That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel, and Miu's
Yeah.
wall hid the fact.
Yep.
That's why Tsumugi and
Yes, I remember.
as the final step, because we were at the mansion, so they used the toilet.
And then he climbed down, and then, yeah. Okay,
They hung the toilet and used it like a rope.
yes, they did.
Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they would have returned it to the back.
What?
In a panic,
Wow. But Kokichi couldn't have planned him forgetting
without that
everything.
one little
huh?
mistake.
So what was Kokichi's original plan? Why was he so angry? Like, wouldn't he have realized, like, why isn't Gonta being my little henchman? Is that why he was so angry? I don't So Kokichi, like, didn't plan and didn't know that Gonta would stop being his little henchman after they got out of the thing.
We might never have solved this case, because
Okay, so fine, I guess he didn't trick him. He really just convinced him somehow. When...
this is the truth you've forgotten. Gonta Kokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
Sorry, buddy. But how did he convince him? Was it the card key? It'd be pretty lame if the card key wasn't used at all. No, the card key could be so that he could see Miu's plan, blah blah blah. Well, how did he convince him? He must have some really great info. Or, I don't know, mind control? I don't know. That's a lingering question I gotta keep thinking about.
Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Going to not really understand.
Ugh, come on.
Going to not smart boy.
Yeah, I know. It's very, 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 very sad. And I don't want to cry about it, and I'm not gonna, and I'm not even close.
If everyone agree, then everyone
Yeah.
going to trust everyone.
Okay, the voice actor's doing a great job.
But
No,
why?
now it's getting a little too sappy for me, to where it's
Going
not
to
sad
kill
anymore.
Mew. Forget everything. Going to even think he not do anything bad. And then going to try to blame someone else. And make everyone suffer. Why? Why go to do such terrible thing?
Yeah, I was asking that.
Gonta, it's not your fault.
How'd you convince him?
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
Why? Oh, because you're worried it'll make everyone too sad and kill themselves instead, maybe?
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
Hang on.
For once, I wish that we were.
Just for me, I just want to save here and keep a file so that I can vote differently in the future. Even off screen, I just want to see what happens if I vote for Kokichi or if I vote for myself. I'll put it on 20. That's good. Alright.
Huh? Wrapping things up already?
Hey.
What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
Oh, I thought you guys did a nice job. Having a killer that doesn't even remember how they did it is pretty cool. I think this was a clever one. Good job.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Forgetting about the baby.
You've been starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I've got to get my act together for the baby.
Which one of them do you want to kill? The girl and the baby, or this dude that gave away hints and helped us with all the Mew clues?
skills together, then let's begin!
But how did you expect us to solve this without those Mew clues? We needed
The
them.
heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off! It's voting time!
Huh. Are we gonna get a bingo? We're gonna get a bingo! Wow, diagonal. Kaede, Gonta, Maid, and Angie. I forgot Angie existed. Right. Okay. Oh shoot, I'm running out of time. There you go.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
I still expect to see a few votes for Kokichi, especially from Kaito. And I'm just wondering, like, I wanted to save the game, because potentially if I vote for him, maybe there's an ending. No, okay. It didn't even come close. Yeah, looks like Kaito voted for him. But, I don't know, I was wondering if maybe I vote for him too. We would get that tie situation that he was talking about, and we could get a cool alternate ending. Oh well.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Yeah, okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yay! That's really laggy. Oh my goodness, that's even laggier than I remember. Yikes. Yeah. That's an issue. Oh well. We're doing our best here. Cool. Wow, an A and 220 coins. Wow, how many could I have gotten if I could equip that skill I got from Maki?
Absolutely right! Let me hear your joyful voices! Let me hear your joyful voices!
Damn.
Yay! And another name. Here. Oh.
What was that?
Hey,
Oh, I see.
Okay. If he remembers.
Please stop!
Can you, like, trigger him?
All right.
huh?
Oh, will he
Because-
remember there?
But
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data.
That's pretty wacky.
Ta-da! Alter Ego Gonta is now complete.
Sure.
Alter ego?
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space.
I know a few alter egos.
If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
Sure.
Huh? What this? What happening?
Aw.
What's that mean?
Hey,
Yeah. So yeah, they established alter egos are a thing pretty early in the series.
Now then.
Please. Why?
Huh?
Oh, man.
Oh, Gonta.
Aw. Yeah, so he was tricked.
Huh?
Gonta don't know. Wrong.
That's...
Gonta.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
Gonta.
What?
Oh.
The card key. With body.
Huh?
I remember getting stuck on that for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, is it the one in the basement?
What?
What?
please wait.
Hey.
Okay.
Huh?
In other words, yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
What?
You know,
Huh?
Wait,
Incomprehensible.
Oh? You get it?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Why would viewing the outside world be a motive? It would be the opposite of the first game, where seeing that the outside world is the apocalypse, that wouldn't want to make us kill each other. We would want to stay and protect each other because that's what the whole point of everything was. But if it's opposite here, then we'll all want to kill each other because we want to go to the outside world because it's like really great out there, it's just full of candy? No. Or it doesn't matter? Like, it's like the second game where we'll all end up living anyway or something? Or like, no, why would the outside... I mean, maybe, yeah, we're in a computer and like, humanity is destroyed and something blah blah blah. We're trying to be the last two or one people. Why? Ah, man. Whatever.
hey!
To tell you the truth, too bad.
Always messing around.
Could it be?
Maybe.
Gonta.
Cute.
How'd this happen?
So you figured that the best way to save everyone is to kill everyone? Is it really that bad out there? Shuichi did say earlier that he'd rather die with everyone else. Maybe the best ending of this game is for all of us to just go ahead and die. Ah, mercy kill.
What did you say?
So the outside world really is that
No
bad.
way! Wrong. Um...
Huh?
How'd this happen? But...
Yeah.
Get it?
Hold on!
Hey,
Please! Sorry!
Why?
huh?
Oh, despair.
But
Okay. It's coming together, but I'm still super curious about how the outside world works. No. Poor Gonta. Okay, well I don't feel as bad about his execution anymore. He doesn't remember it, but he made his choice. And it's better to die, so if you think it's better to kill all of us, then why don't you go ahead and die first?
By the way,
Gonta!
but
Oh. So that's how that happened.
Stop it!
Well,
Sorry!
Always messing around.
How can this be? Sorry! Gonta, idiot!
huh?
yeah.
Don't screw around!
Please stop!
Oh my god, now we got two of these idiots apologizing.
I know that!
Yeah, boo-hoo.
I suppose.
So am I!
That's enough!
Please stop!
Hey, hey!
Huh?
And another thing.
So
All
am
right.
I!
Really?
Huh?
I think you just
I
lied.
know that!
Oh, Kokichi. He could have just kept his mouth shut and let us all die if that's what you really wanted.
But...
Okay. Ah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh no, is that birth gonna be part of the execution?
Now then,
They're extra laggy, so I'm still cutting it out and whatever.
No. How can this be?
It's punishment time!
Sorry, everyone. Gonta, idiot!
Aw. Yikes. Man, my computer's really hot. I hope it's not lagging more than usual. Ah well.
Thrilling!
Yeah,
Dang
both
it.
of them.
Why?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they were both getting pretty, you know. That red one was helping us, and the pink one was talking about kids all the time. Yuck.
Oh!
Got a minute?
Okay.
See you later.
Damn it.
Got a minute?
What was that?
You...
Huh? I don't want to, stupid head.
Kokichi.
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake crying?
No.
You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
What?
Because...
What? Hey!
Huh? Which means... You really don't
Hey!
Yeah.
get... Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart. I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted.
Sure. I'm not. I mean, is anybody really surprised? He's been doing this the whole
The
game.
more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it.
Yeah, I knew one. She was pretty, crazy.
And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others.
Alright.
You?
Then,
You're so dumb.
you bastard. Do you want to die?
Don't screw around!
Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito!
You...
By the way, Kaito, is it just me, or are you way slow? Maybe, just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
Yeah.
Kaito!
Got a minute?
Whoa, cool art.
Let's have more fun. Monkey.
Are you alright?
Oh?
That's wrong.
Hmm?
No.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Kaito! Huh?
He's like, oh, I just got it. He reminds me of a. Well, no. I just realized the similarities to Nagito. Nagito? Kameda? Whatever. They were both about, like, well, they were both about having the game continue. Huh. I guess you need a character like that.
Hey!
What? Okay?
What?
Kaito?
Blood? Why? What's the matter, Kaito?
Come on. Don't freak out over this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. I just coughed too much, cut my throat or something. I don't know.
Kaito!
Shut up!
Oh, boo-hoo.
Huh?
What, are you still mad that we had to get to the truth? Whatever. Go ahead and die then.
Well,
If Maki really doesn't want to be my friend over this, then she can leave too. I don't need anybody who's afraid of the truth.
Damn it!
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it. Now is the time I'll end this killing game.
That was a good one, I guess. Now, I wonder if we can get it down to 2 people. Do we even need a trial, or do we just have 2 people and we live? If he goes and kill, how many of us are left? Like 2 people. Okay, so 7 of us, I think. I know I just saw it, but I forget. If there's 7 of us, then maybe he can kill 5. And then the last 2, him and whoever lives, are the winners, and that's just it, right? Is that how it works? Well, I guess I'll just have to wait and see.